You know, I've always believed in the saying that in every crisis there are opportunities. My engagement with Bukidnon's IMTASULA region actually started with a crisis, and this was the vegetable crisis of 2018, when after a strong typhoon in Luzon, the roads were closed coming down from Baguio, so the vegetables weren't able to arrive at the markets of Metro Manila. And this resulted in the skyrocketing of vegetable prices in Metro Manila. So we knew that the traders actually were manipulating the prices and taking advantage of that situation. So I asked our officials and explored areas where we could source vegetables to bring down the price of vegetables in the market in Metro Manila. And this was when Bukidnon was mentioned. And so right after that, I traveled from Manila to Bukidnon and conducted my first engagement with the farmers of Miarayon. And that was when I actually met Ryan Danyo, the farmer leader, who engaged with us. And today, that opportunity that cropped out of a crisis actually has resulted in a bigger project. And we call this the Impasug-ong, Talakag, Sumilao, Lantapan Alliance, or IMTASULA Alliance. We are looking at this program now in the context of really discovering what else Mindanao could offer and how to address poverty in the agriculture sector. So today, let me present to you the IMTASULA Alliance, the Area Development Program, as our way of improving productivity, addressing poverty, and restarting Mindanao economy. I have always believed in the saying that konti man daw kapag nagsama-sama malakas. In union, as they say, there is strength. And by grouping these four towns together, we believe that we will be strengthening the position of the farmers in relation to their access to the market, their protection from exploitative trading systems, and their access to credit. And this is the coverage of the IMTASULA Alliance. The estimated total area is for vegetables about 50,000 hectares. But of course, the area of the four towns is wider than that. When we started working with IMTASULA, as I've said earlier, in 2018, the farmers of Talakag, near Ryan specifically, told us of the problems that they encountered. You know, some of these problems are still present until today, and we are addressing these problems. But it was in 2018 when IMTASULA was born, and that was when I had a series of meetings with the mayors of Impasug-ong, Talakag, Sumilao, and Lantapan. And I asked them to band together with a common purpose of cooperation and partnership to improve the lives of the vegetable farmers. I resigned from the Department of Agriculture in June of last year, but I have not forgotten about IMTASULA. And so after I assumed office as the new chairman of the Mindanao Development Authority, I went back to the area earlier this year, linked up with the mayors again and the farmers, with the hope of continuing the advocacy that I started when I was Secretary of Agriculture. Excuse me. Um, right now, we are in the process of conducting arrangements. In fact, we have already signed an agreement, a partnership agreement between MinDA and IMTASULA. And this agreement was signed on July 16, 2020. And one of the features of that engagement is that MinDA will support the IMTASULA area by including it in the identified area for intervention of MinDA using the funds that we are getting from the European Union under the Mindanao Rice Program. We have, as of today, turned over to Talakag initially 1.5 million pesos from MinDA's own funds to build a hydraulic ramp pump in Miarayon. The problems actually confronting the farmers there are, number one, the basic infrastructure, water, irrigation, roads, as mentioned earlier, storage facilities, and access to market. So our vision for IMTASULA is to come up with an integrated area development that offers significant opportunities for the 4 local executives, planners, the civil society, the local businesses, as it helps develop a comprehensive sustainable agriculture, complete value chain. And let me emphasize this. Complete value chain means the farmer should be able to control everything that he does, from the planting to the harvesting to the processing and to the marketing. Right now, this is a very serious problem in the agriculture sector, not only in Mindanao but all over the country, because many of our farmers and the fisher folk actually have remained to be the raw material producers, thus depriving them of the added value for whatever commodity they produce. The perfect example of this would be the coconut farmers, who until today, most of whom until today are still relegated to the status of just coconut and copra producers. Sa Bisaya pa, ang tiglukit ragyod o kopras. That's why you would often hear complaints from coconut industry stakeholders, the farmers themselves, who say that why are they buying our copra at 18 pesos when the mantika is being sold at 80 pesos? And this is a perfect example of the income earning opportunity that the farmer lost simply because the value chain is not complete. It stops at the delivery of the raw material, which is the copra. In the case of the vegetable farmers of IMTASULA, for example, the value chain stops when they deliver their produce to Bulwa, Cagayan de Oro. And we have conducted a study actually from Bulwa. Some of these vegetables, ironically, would go back to the market of Talakag. And that's ironic. And most of these vegetables actually are sent to as far as Zamboanga City, General Santos City, and the prices are a lot, a lot higher than the farm gate prices. This means that instead of the farmers earning extra money, had they opted to deliver the vegetables themselves, it is now the traders in Bulwa who are making money actually. And one time I went to the market of Talakag. I wanted to buy, in the town proper, I wanted to buy some Chinese cabbage. And I was surprised because the Chinese cabbage actually there was being sold for 50 pesos per kilo, when it was only about 10 pesos up there in Miarayon. So I asked, why is the price very high? Nga nung mahal man ang inyong cabbage. And I was told that the cabbage actually originally came from Miarayon. It was brought down to Bulwa and brought up again to the market of Talakag. That's why the price was 50 pesos. And so this is the perfect example of the farmer losing control of the value chain. And this is one of the advocacies that we are trying to implement as we assist the IMTASULA region. Our role here, actually, many still do not understand the role of MinDA. It's a small agency with about 200 personal complement. But the task of MinDA actually is almost all-encompassing. We cover diplomacy because of our involvement with BIMP Yaga. We cover agriculture, trade, infrastructure, security. We cover the barn. And of course, agriculture and fisheries are among the major issues, major focus major areas that we are focused on, simply because the economy of Mindanao is agriculture and fisheries based. So literally, basically, our role is as lead agency in coordinating and integrating development efforts to bring about accelerated socio-economic development of Mindanao. And we engage other sectors, private and other agencies. This is the IMTASULA Agro or Agri-Industrial Complex. When we talk about complete value chain, what we have in mind is a situation where before the vegetables get out of IMTASULA, they would already be in ready-to-market state, meaning if it should be packed already, that is the most ideal situation. The extra carrots could be processed into maybe carrot juice and other high-value vegetables. If there's an extra production of cabbage, women should be involved in producing kimchi or whatever. So this is the ideal setup that we're looking at in the IMTASULA area. We have already conducted geo-mapping and area tagging of the IMTASULA area. So this is the picture taken during the June 22 commitment of the 5 mayors when I went to Lantapan and re-engaged the LGUs again. This was the follow-up engagement, July 16, 2020 commitment with Governor Zubiri. And when Governor Zubiri understood the context of the intervention that MinDA is doing in IMTASULA, I think I saw tears of joy rolling down the cheeks of the governor. So these are the photos taken during the geo-tagging, geo-mapping of the IMTASULA area. And we acknowledge the support of the Department of Agriculture, the Philippine National Police who escorted our people, and of course the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the local government units. This is our preparation. By the way, because of this IMTASULA Alliance, we are now engaging the farmers in major activities. One of the problems I saw, because I'm a farmer myself, one of the problems I saw in the vegetable production area of Bukidnon is the quality of the vegetables coming out of that area. The carrots, for example, are not uniform, and when I asked why, I was told that they're actually using OPV seeds. And the farming practice could hardly be validated, meaning we do not have a system of measuring the chemical residue level of the vegetables produced from the area because there is no system of doing it. So because of this, we decided to stage what we now call as the Mindanao Vegetable Festival. And this has already started. There are 9 seed companies participating in this program. Each was encouraged to engage with a farmer, and introduce the seeds that they are selling, and use their technology in helping the farmers produce the best quality carrots, cabbage, and broccoli. These are the 3 products actually that we have identified in the Mindanao Vegetable Festival. So at the end of the whole season activity, on the first week of in the first week of December of this year, we will be holding the Harvest Festival, and we're planning to award the most outstanding farmers, and of course give acknowledgement to seed companies whose seeds performed well in the area. This is our way of improving the quality of the produce of the farmers, which is very critical in getting a good price for the produce. And through this, we believe that we will be able to improve the productivity of our farmers, and in the process make them earn more money. I have always believed that profitability is the main motivator of productivity. When the farmers do not earn as much as they would like to from a farm activity, the tendency is for the farmers to shy away from that activity and shift to another activity. And we don't want this to happen. So this is basically what we are doing right now. Beyond helping them, we are now identifying trading posts. We have identified one in central Mindanao. This is in the town of Blang, where we are putting up a cold storage facility so that the farmers from Bukidnon can go straight to that trading post, no longer just dependent on Bulwa traders. They have the option of bringing down their vegetables to central Mindanao for the huge market of General Santos City, Marbel, Digos, Bansalan, Kidapawan City. This is a huge market. And would be Cotabato City. I have talked to the mayor of Cotabato City, and she's very excited at the prospect of hosting one of these trading posts for Bukidnon vegetables. Another would be in Zamboanga City. So what we are trying to do is we not only help farmers produce quality vegetables, we are assisting them gain access to the market directly. And this is the very essence of the complete value chain I was talking about. Now, we have added an added activity. We have included agritourism to this program. By the first week of December, when we will be staging the Harvest Festival, and we will be awarding the Carrot King among the farmers, the Cabbage King, and the Broccoli King, we are expecting a lot of visitors because we are hoping to invite the presidents and officers of all market vendors associations in Mindanao. We are also expecting to invite other farmers groups with smaller vegetable areas like in Masyong, in South Cotabato, in Nyasong rather, in Kapatagan, Davao, in Marilog, in the boundary of Bukidnon and Davao, and in the Zamboanga Peninsula. We will invite them and ask them to join us in the Harvest Festival. So we are adding a tourism flavor to this activity. We have identified some tourism sites near the area, and one of these would be the Bayog Falls in the boundary of Iligan City and Talakag, Bukidnon, and some caves nearby. So this will be another activity which we hope will add to the income of the farmers, because we feel that if we are able to institutionalize the Mindanao Vegetable Festival in the IMTASULA area, a lot of people would be interested. And mind you, this area is one of the most beautiful places I've been to in Mindanao. So these are the activities. We have completed the geo-mapping of 12 barangays. We have the information already on where to put up the ramp pump. The agri-ecotourism planning workshop has been completed. MinDA will support the vegetable prices and the integration of IMTASULA in the Mindanao Rice Program with a pending fund approval for 2020. It's quite a sizable financial intervention, and we hope to be able to implement this program before the end of the year. My dear friends, this is all about our interventions in the IMTASULA area, and we would like to thank Xavier University for giving us this opportunity of sharing with you what we are doing right now. And in addition to this, I just would like to inform you that it's not only the vegetable farmers that we are engaging. As I've said, tomorrow we will be holding the first because included in the Mindanao Rice Program is the establishment of 22 fish processing centers in the rich fishing grounds of Mindanao, a program, a sector that has been neglected also in the past. Many of our fishing grounds are without ice plants and fish processing facilities. So we have identified 22 of these, and we hope that by next year there will be a remarkable growth in the agriculture and fisheries sector in the island. I'd like to thank again Father Marstan and Dr. Mosqueda, and of course the students have shown deep interest in what the farmers are doing in IMTASULA area. Thank you very much.